The reality of marriage. Long ago, in the village of Ayoka, there lived a beautiful maiden named Adana. She was admired by many for her grace, wisdom, and kindness. However, despite her beauty and intelligence, Adana was cautious about marriage. She had grown up watching many marriages crumble like dry leaves in Harmattan. Her mother often told her, "Marriage is not about beauty or love songs, my daughter. It is a journey where patience, wisdom, and sacrifice walk hand in hand." One day, the king of Ayoka announced that his only son, Prince Obinna, was of age and ready to choose a wife. The prince was a man of charm, intelligence, and great wealth. Many young women of the land dreamed of marrying him, believing it would bring them joy and luxury. Adana, however, was not moved by wealth or status. She believed that true marriage was about something deeper. "I will not marry for gold or titles," she often said. "I will only marry if my heart finds peace in the arms of a man who values virtue above riches." The marriage test. To find a wife worthy of his son, the king devised a test. All the young maidens were invited to the palace, where they were given a simple but mysterious task. Each was handed a small dry seed and was told, "Take this seed home. In 3 months, return with what you have grown. The one who brings forth the most beautiful and bountiful plant will marry the prince." Adana accepted the seed and went home. She found the richest soil, watered the seed daily, and cared for it with all her heart. But after weeks of nurturing, nothing sprouted. She changed the soil, moved the pot to different spots in the sun, and prayed, but still, the seed refused to grow. While other maidens boasted of the green sprouts shooting from their pots, Adana's remained barren. Her mother consoled her, "If it is meant for you, it will be yours." On the day of reckoning, the maidens returned to the palace, each carrying a lush plant, except Adana, who carried an empty pot. The court whispered among themselves, mocking her for failing such a simple test. The king studied each pot carefully, then turned his gaze to Adana's empty one. "Tell me, child," the king asked, "why is your pot empty?" With a bowed head, but a steadfast voice, Adana answered, "I did everything I could. I gave it rich soil, water, and sunlight. But the seed did not grow. I could not force it to become something it was not meant to be." A deep silence filled the room. Then the king smiled and stood. "She has spoken the truth," he declared. "The seeds I gave were barren. None of them could have grown. Yet all of you brought forth flourishing plants. Only one among you has proven her honesty and patience, Adana, and only one among you truly understands that not everything in life, or marriage, can be forced." Prince Obinna stepped forward, admiration shining in his eyes. "You have shown me what true virtue is," he said. "I would be honored to have you as my wife." The marriage twist. Adana and Prince Obinna were wed in a grand ceremony, and for the first few years, their marriage was full of happiness. But soon, Adana began to see the deeper realities of marriage. Obinna, though kind and loving, had a weakness: pride. He struggled to admit his faults and often expected things to go his way. Adana, who had been raised to value patience and wisdom, endured his flaws with understanding. She knew that love was not about perfection, but about growth. One evening, a great dispute arose between them. Obinna had made a decision without consulting her, and when she confronted him, he brushed it off. "I am the prince. I do what is best for us." Adana took a deep breath and spoke gently. "Even the tallest tree must bow to the wind sometimes." Marriage is not about one person leading while the other follows blindly. It is about walking side by side, hand in hand. Obinna was silent for a long time. Then, like the barren seed that had once refused to grow, something in him changed. He saw the truth in her words and humbled himself. "Teach me, my love, how to be the kind of husband who walks beside his wife, not ahead of her." From that day on, their marriage flourished, not because they were perfect, but because they were willing to learn and grow together.